Ever get that, like, kind of creepy feeling? You know when you're connecting your headphones, like, in a crowded airport or something, and you're like, wait a minute, anyone could be listening in on this, couldn't they?
Yeah, totally. It's that thing, right?
Right,
We love the convenience, but we don't always think about the security trade-offs.
totally. And today, we're diving deep into that world. Bluetooth security. We've been digging into some research, and let me tell you, it gets way more interesting than you might think.
Yeah, Bluetooth, it's like everywhere, but most of us, we just kind of take it for granted, you know? We don't really think about how it actually works or how it can be exploited.
Right, it just kind of works. But to understand the security stuff, we got to start with the tech itself and get the name Bluetooth. It comes from a 10th century Danish king, Harald Bluetooth.
Seriously?
No, seriously. Legend has it he united these scattered Scandinavian tribes, kind of like, I don't know, Bluetooth connects our gadgets. It's a marketing thing, I guess.
Clever. So, from Viking kings to wireless headphones, how'd we get here?
Radio waves, my friend. Bluetooth, at its core, it's all about short-range radio signals. Low energy, which is why it's perfect for battery-powered devices. Headphones, speakers, fitness trackers, and it's everywhere.
And that's actually really important for understanding the security risks too, right? Because unlike something like Wi-Fi, where you usually have a router acting like a central hub, Bluetooth devices, they talk directly to each other.
Directly. No middleman.
Exactly. And they constantly switch frequencies. It's called frequency hopping, and it helps avoid interference. But that direct connection, as great as it is for efficiency, it also creates more opportunities for eavesdropping, if someone knows how to listen in, that is.
So, less like a secure network, more like a bunch of people shouting across a crowded room and hoping no one's listening in.
Pretty much. And there are a surprising number of ways to listen in to Bluetooth signals. Hackers have come up with some pretty creative and scary techniques.
Yeah, like remember when you could send those like spam digital business cards to people via Bluetooth?
Jacking.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Bluejacking. More annoying than dangerous, really. But it's a good example of how Bluetooth can be exploited. But then you've got things like blue snurfing,
Which is
way more serious. It's about exploiting loopholes, often in older Bluetooth versions, to actually access your data. Contact lists, messages, sometimes even passwords.
no way. So someone could just like digitally pickpocket my phone without even touching it.
Potentially, yeah. Especially if you're running outdated software. And it gets worse. Think about blue bugging.
Blue bugging, okay, that sounds ominous.
Because it is. Imagine someone not just stealing your data, but taking control of your device, making calls, sending messages, all through that open Bluetooth connection.
So no more leaving my Bluetooth undiscoverable just in case,
Uh,
like I need to connect to a speaker or something.
Probably a good rule of thumb. And then you've got the attacks that target multiple devices at once, like blue smacking. It's essentially a denial of service attack. Overwhelms devices with requests, can even crash them.
So it's like Bluetooth DDoS.
Exactly. And with more and more devices getting connected these days, cars, home appliances, everything, the potential for damage just keeps growing. There's even something called car whispering, which specifically targets vulnerabilities in car systems.
Okay, I'm officially creeped out. Time to throw away all my gadgets and live in the woods.
You don't have to go full hermit mode just yet. A little awareness goes a long way. First and foremost, turn off Bluetooth when you're not using it.
So simple, but so easy to forget.
Right. But it makes a huge difference. It reduces what security experts call your attack surface, the points where someone could potentially get in. And just like you wouldn't leave your front door unlocked, be wary of connecting to unknown devices.
It's tempting to just click pair when you see a random Bluetooth device pop up, especially if you're expecting to connect to something.
I know, right? But that little pop-up, it could be harmless, or it could be an entry point for someone trying to mess with your stuff. And for the love of all that is digital, keep your software up to date.
Because updates aren't just about getting new emojis.
Right. They often include security patches that fix newly discovered vulnerabilities.
So it's like Digital Security 101, turn off your Bluetooth when you're not using it, don't talk to strangers, and make sure your software's up to date. Got it. Anything else?
I think the biggest takeaway here is that convenience always comes with a trade-off.
Right.
And the more we rely on wireless technology, the more important it is to be aware of those trade-offs.
Yeah, maybe Harold Bluetooth wasn't thinking about digital security when he's uniting tribes, but we got to be smarter than our Bluetooth, right?
Exactly. We've got to be proactive about protecting our privacy and security in this increasingly connected world.
So that's the deal with Bluetooth security.
Right.
More complex than it seems, more important than we often realize.
Definitely. It's something to think about, right? How much are we willing to adjust our behavior to stay safe in this increasingly interconnected world?
Deep stuff, man. Deep stuff. And hey, if all this tech talk has you, like, craving something a little less digital, a little more raw, maybe check out the title track from I Hate God's album, New Orleans is the New Vietnam. It's loud, it's aggressive, it'll definitely clear your head after all this Bluetooth talk. Until next time, everyone, stay curious and stay secure.